What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Minecraft Podcast. Before this episode gets started, I just want to say thank you all so much for clicking on this video. And always, this video is sponsored by W Energy. We'll hear more about them later on in the show. But behind us, you may see there, we got Deadpool and Wolverine here, you know, because we both love that movie. And Noah built this. I cannot take any credit for this. Noah built this. And here's a clip of my reaction to Noah actually showing me this.
Let me show you what I did. So, walk out. Walk out.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick. First bit of pixel art in the world. That's sick.
Okay.
What are they?
One disclaimer.
Yep.
Rapid fire by being
They're not original.
Oh,
I got them from this old YouTuber I watched, Jay Rose Gaming.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, shout out to him.
What are they standing on?
Glowstone.
business.
Oh,
So no mobs can spawn up there. That's why.
Right. Okay. I just want to see it at night, really quick. That looks cool.
Ooh, another key.
Nice
Do you have a
job.
key, Vaughn?
Yep.
I'll let you with this so it doesn't
Alright,
kill
I
you,
got one.
but nice job.
Oh. Thank you. Took
Very
about
sick.
an hour to do that.
Yeah, he's been out over here grinding. I've been playing rhythm games.
I mean, I think I explained it in the clip there, but I actually got these from a old YouTuber I watched called
Yes.
Jay Rose Gaming. So I did not actually make these. I just kind of did a tutorial.
Yeah.
So just a bit of a disclaimer there.
Yeah.
I'll have Hunter link him in the description
Yes,
if you want
sir.
to check out his other builds. But I think you guys noticed that I have a microphone now. I have an actual professional microphone now. I've been using my Xbox headset microphone this whole time.
Yes.
But not anymore.
Yeah, if you guys don't follow us on Twitter, which you totally should, and join our Discord, it's Jesus. Noah is getting recording equipment. We've had some technical difficulties and stuff, but you know, we're getting that sorted out. And Noah's got his mic, so we're gonna start using that in the podcast and stuff. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
So also, just as we get started here, we're gonna be doing kind of the same thing as we did last week. Noah's gonna be building. I'm gonna be chopping wood and getting cobble. And yeah. But we got a lot of great stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff has happened since then. So, you know. Which, I mean, let's talk about this Robert Downey Jr. Salary.
Okay.
Or contract, I guess.
So people have been making a big deal over him being paid $80 million to come back.
Which, okay. So what do they think he should be paid?
The topic is literally Robert Downey Jr. is getting paid $80 million and why I don't care.
Yep. Here's the thing. When I see... Okay, it's different when I see how much a CEO makes. But, like, when I see an actor gets paid a certain amount of money, I really do not care. Like, also, these are Marvel movies. Marvel movies are quite literally, like, the biggest films of the year. Every single year. Like it or not, they are always, like, some of the most profitable movies.
Yeah, and not just any Marvel movie. This is Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, like, their biggest brand ever.
Yup.
And the thing that I think people don't remember is, let me go here and look up how much he got paid to play Iron Man in Infinity War.
Okay.
Okay, so he was literally paid $75 million. This is only $5 million more than what he was paid for Infinity War. And that movie turned out fine. People are like, "Oh, this is what the fight scenes are going to look like with the remaining $5." It's like, dude, you guys do realize how big these budgets are for Avengers movies, right?
Oh, dude, yeah, these are Disney money cows right here, baby. They have the money. First of all, I don't think people understand the amount of fuck you money these companies like Disney have. So, like, yes, $85 million is a lot, but it's really not in the grand scheme of things. Like, yes, it's a ton of money for one actor, but you got to understand, like, every other aspect.
He has a big pull to him.
Yup.
There's going to be a lot of people who go see this just to see him.
Exactly. Yep. I mean, you know how many people watch Deadpool simply because Ryan Reynolds was in it? A lot.
They're gonna make that money back.
Oh, dude, easily. I mean, I don't know if it'll be as huge as like an Endgame or anything, but I mean, this movie's
Put it
gonna
into
do great.
something else for you to complain about.
Jeez, yeah, for real. Go find something else to complain about.
And they're like, why don't they pay the people actually making the movie as much? And it's like, oh my god, are you serious?
Dude, those people make plenty of money, trust me. If like, look, yes.
Well, not just that, it's like, okay, but they're not the face of the movie. They're not what makes people actually go see it.
Yeah, yep. And it's like, okay, this isn't like some film that has great editing. Like, I mean, it's an Avengers movie. Like, it has good editing, but it's not like, oh, dude, it's gonna win the award for best editing, you know?
Yeah, this isn't Mad Max Fury Road. This is Avengers Doomsday.
Exactly, man. I really hate these people that will find anything to complain about on Twitter when it comes to salaries or celebrities. First of all, if you're working on a Marvel movie, you're not hurting for money. Like, they do pick, like, the top of the line guys for this kind of stuff. For these films that are Disney made, have huge budgets. Like, I mean, like it or not, people are making money on these things, man. Like, we wouldn't be on, you know.
I think it's just people wanting to hate on rich people.
That's, yeah.
I like whenever like, I'm sure that if they were to see us talk about this right now, they always say, they always make fun of us and be like, leave the $1 billion company alone, man. When, sure, you could look at it that way, but we're just trying to be smart here.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, look, you gotta understand the reach that these movies have and the impact that these movies have. Like, I mean, it's a lot of money, but, like, you gotta understand the pull that these movies are bringing, what Robert Downey Jr. is bringing to the table. Like, like, yes, it's a lot of money, but he's worth that much, you know?
Yeah, he literally got paid just for $75 million for Infinity War. Now let me look at Endgame, and those were a package deal.
Oh, were they?
So let me look. He got paid $50 million for. Wait, what?
It went down for Endgame?
Oh, salary. No, wait. I think that's Iron Man 3. Hang on. So, he got paid for Iron Man 1, $2 million. Iron Man 2, $10 million. This doesn't make any sense.
That's kind of crazy that he only got $2 million for Iron Man 1.
He had a smaller role in Homecoming, and he made $10 to $15 million for that.
Oh, dude, he's ranking in.
Infinity War, 75. Avengers Endgame's another 75.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, it makes sense.
By $5 million. I mean, it's not a big jump. I mean, there's a
really
bigger
not.
jump between Civil War and Infinity War.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that $5 million is not that huge of a jump.
Mm-hmm. Especially for Disney. I mean, for me, yes. But
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That's the other thing that I can't stand is when these people make these big, like, moral judgments on films and shit. They're like, oh, dude, that's so much money. Yes, it is. But it's not for Disney. Like, when you think about how much money this movie is going to make, how much money Disney movies make in general, dude, oh my god. Oh my god. Like,
$80 million is new for me, friendo, but it isn't for Disney.
mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Like, I couldn't fathom that much money, but Disney can. You know what's crazy then? How much did Endgame cost them in total? Because, like, I'm thinking about all those actors that were in that.
Oh my god, a lot of money.
I mean, how much was Black Widow's contract? I bet it's a lot. I bet she made she probably made less than him, but
So, the budget for Endgame was $350 to $400 million.
okay.
But you know how much it made in the box office?
It made over $1 billion, right?
$2.798 billion at the box office.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. That is insane.
Wait, okay, so does their
I didn't even know it made $2 billion. I didn't even know that.
so wait, so here's the thing then. I was just thinking about this. So these contracts, are those not put in the budget? Because in my mind, there's no way that it cost them $400 million to make that movie, and almost $100 million of that budget went just to Robert Downey Jr. before anybody else. Like, maybe that doesn't include that. Like, it's a different deal, you know?
Okay. Which is on the budget of the okay. Every major film and television studio operates under. Okay, so it does.
Oh, okay.
It does include the actor paychecks.
Okay.
I think people also don't realize whenever there's a movie that has like a big budget, but it doesn't look too good, it's probably because of reshoots.
That's true.
Reshoots cost more money,
That's true.
so it just inflates the budget.
I know how
And I
much
think
those
people don't
cameramen
realize-
cost.
I think that's why The Flash didn't look too great.
Yeah, I think it's also the fact that the Flash went through like so many different hands, and it's like, I mean, like when you have it's like this with video games too. When you have a video game or a movie or a TV show that goes through a bunch of different hands like that, it never is what it could be.
Yes,
And,
definitely.
You know, and especially, I mean, let's face it, Warner Brothers at that time was struggling. Like at that point, we had like those big things where they canceled Batgirl, and
With
like
the tax write-off.
Yep, the tax write-off. You know, and it was, you know, reported that they were struggling severely financially and stuff, and you know, so it makes sense. Like Warner Brothers, we kind of know this, was rushing that movie, so it's like, yeah, it didn't really
Big
get.
bro moment.
What's up?
It's a big bro moment.
Oh yeah, it is. Like, I mean, I've been pretty honest. Well, especially when that movie came out, a lot of Twitter wanted to defend that movie. I was not in that camp. I like it, but like I got out of that theater and I was like, yeah, it's definitely a DC movie.
That is definitely The Flash right there.
Yep, that was definitely the Flash, for good or for worse. But you know, this
Like,
isn't
it
about.
was not a bad movie. Like, it actually is pretty good. It's just, the thing is, it has some really questionable, like 90s VFX going on there.
Yeah, it has.
And
Yeah, it has some jank in the VFX, and at times I felt that the acting wasn't perfect, and then also just like the writing was kind of bad. But that right there, the writing is the pure fact that it went through so many different scripts.
yeah.
And you know, like we mentioned, it was like, you know, at some point Warner Brothers has to be like, look, you're out of money, you got to get this thing done.
Hey, you know what? On the bright side, it erased Justice League from canon.
That is true. It did.
And it made Zack Snyder's Justice League canon. So,
Which is really funny. You know, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore, right? So,
yeah.
like, man, like I've kind of like, it concerns me only slightly that what James Gunn watched that movie and said, you know what, this guy needs to be one of the big three with us. But I mean, like I just hope that we have something other. Look, if he can, I will gladly shut up if he puts some. If the Batman Brave and the Bold movie is really good, I will completely shut my mouth and I would be like, you know what, Noah, you're right. All right, good. I'm glad. Yep.
You said not to do that.
Well, look. That's fine. If you don't, if you want to have faith, I'm glad, and I hope it's good. I'm not like being like, oh, dude, it's gonna be dog shit. Like, we haven't seen a single thing about this movie, so who knows?
I'm talking about the microphone.
Oh, you're doing the bad thing.
I got really close.
See, the real close thing isn't the issue. It's if you speak in the top of it, not the front of it.
Yeah, but doesn't it sound really bad or anything?
It does sound pretty yeah, it sounds like you're kissing it.
So if I speak into the top,
It sounds so bad, and I want to.
okay, I won't do that.
So a little bit of technical nerdy audio talk for a second. The thing is that the Yeti microphones, for some reason, they've decided that it captures audio from the front, not the top. Even though for decades people have noticed that, hey, we speak into the top of a microphone. But people that buy these things don't realize that, and then they just fucking use it wrong. And I can't tell you how many people I've seen use it wrong. And it makes me so angry.
It makes you angry.
It does, because it sounds awful. It sounds...
Makes me angry.
Makes me so mad.
What's next?
Was there something else about Robert Downey Jr. on there?
Sort of.
What
You want me to get to that? It's kind of funny. It's actually pretty funny.
Let's talk about it. Why not?
So, as some of you may know, the actor that played King, the whole reason why we're even having Robert Downey Jr. come back is because the actor who played King in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, he was found guilty of domestic abuse.
Oh, really?
So, he's out. They're not doing that anymore. They're not doing King as the big villain for multiverse saga anymore. So he's not the big villain anymore. So that's why they're bringing in Doctor Doom, played by Robert Downey Jr. They're playing it safe, which I can't blame them. They just want to make a buck after a while, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that happened. And then Jonathan Majors, the actor who they fired, was recently asked how does he feel about Robert Downey Jr. Playing the new villain, right? And he's like, that's cool. Dr. Doom's sick. But then they asked him about how he feels about it, and he's like, let me get the direct quote up here real quick.
Okay.
So he said, so Jonathan Majors on Robert Downey Jr. getting second chance despite his criminal history.
Yeah.
He said, I think it's fair that Mr. Downey has been greeted with patience and curiosity and love. I didn't really get that. And I replied to this, and I said, this guy's really trying to compare beating up his girlfriend to drug abuse.
You know, it's really funny when they do that, isn't it? Dude, okay. Does he not have a PR team? Like...
his PR team was his lawyer, I guess. I don't know.
Dude, I don't...
Because the whole time that whole thing was going down, his lawyer just kept on having quotes and quotes and quotes, being all like, oh yeah, he's going to be innocent, But then it came out he was guilty. Everybody was like, what?
Okay, this whole thing is wild, because, well, like, yeah, I couldn't
You didn't
imagine...
even know about this.
No, I didn't know about this. This is crazy.
Okay.
I didn't, well, I kind of knew about the abuse charges. I didn't know about him fucking giving that quote. That is a wild quote to say. That is crazy to compare your abusing your spouse to...
Yep.
Oh, dude. I couldn't, dude. Oh, dude. Good thing I didn't see this tweet. I
Robert
would have
Jr.
said stuff wild.
He's gone through quite the reform over the years. Jonathan Majors, this happened like 1 or 2 years ago. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you can't compare that.
First of all.
And he was also asked about Ezra Miller too, because I mean that was in the same sentence.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, he got good treatment as well, which that I will say that makes sense because they kind of just swept what he did under the rug. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, that whole situation was kind of crazy. And
I will give him that. One.
Yes.
But Robert Downey Jr. No.
Yes.
No.
Well, first of all, here's the thing. I don't really give a shit about drug charges. Like, I really don't. And, like, that's just my opinion. Like, I don't really care, right? I care a lot about domestic violence. And I made jokes for years.
Too.
Yeah, of course, everybody does, unless you're this fucking loser. But, like, we've said that about Ezra Miller for years. It's like, dude, how? How is he still the Flash?
Exactly. How is he still acting?
Yeah.
How is he still allowed on movie sets?
I think it's funny if you notice, he's really only ever been in Warner Brothers stuff since then, though. Which I don't know why. I don't know why Warner Brothers is like, you know what? Dude, that, like...
You're okay in my book.
A dude that abused an underage girl? You're chill. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
you're awesome, bro.
Like, let's remember that. Like, it wasn't like... it wasn't like this case where, like, it's still bad to do, right? No matter what. But it's like, oh... He abused his wife. No, he was abusing an underage girl and technically kidnapped her. Like, took her away from her father. Like, this is an awful human being. Like, like that whole... She died too, didn't she, right?
I don't know.
Well, it wasn't like he killed her, but it was like an overdose or something, if I remember. It's been a long time.
I don't remember much of the details. I just remember it being bad and...
Yeah.
And
Pretty
me just
bad.
being like, what in the world?
Oh, so we're going to make this guy be the kid-friendly superhero, because that's what Flash is. That's why Flash was created. You have one of the most family-friendly superheroes you can think of. Yeah, we're going to have an awful person play him. Like...
Crazy.
I mean, it would be funny if they kept him, though, as the villain for the multiverse saga, because, you know, bad guy also beats his wife in real life. That's funny. But, you know, good on them.
It's cool to hate on him.
Yeah, exactly. It's like whenever Homelander is in public or whatever, and he's like, yeah, people just, like, hate me. He's like, yeah, people just, like...
Weird.
It is, yeah, it's like, can people just not make the distinction between actors and, like...
That's just normies for you, bro.
That's true. That's 12-year-old girls for you. That's why we don't. That's why we don't hang around with
Jeffrey
them.
Dean Morgan and being like, "You killed Glenn. I hate you." It's like, no, I didn't. It's not real. The actor's still alive. You know.
Which reminds
That's serious, bro.
one of my favorite. I think we talked about this, but the clip of I don't remember the actor's name for Homelander. But when they ask him, he's like, "Why didn't you do the voice for MK11?" And he's like, "I don't know. They didn't ask me." He's like, "I would have gladly done it."
Yeah, and then he said, "I did the voice for Call of Duty. Go play Call of Duty."
Yeah, dude, what a guy. I love him. Have you seen the clip of him on set with everybody, and they're like in like the film bus or whatever, and they're like, "What's your favorite part about playing Homelander?" He's like, "The fact that I don't have to do any fucking scenes with you." And then he was just sitting in the back, and he's got a smile on his face.
Bruh.
Oh, dude.
Where's my glass?
What?
Where's my glass?
Where's my glass? Is that from the boys? Oh!
No, where's my glass?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been getting wood this whole time.
You...
Okay. Here's the deal. Here's plenty of wood for you. I will go...
You gotta come over there and see what I'm doing.
Okay, I
So
will...
that you can actually see what I need.
Okay, sorry. There's all the wood.
It's okay.
Okay.
That's a lot of wood.
I know.
That's what she said.
Yep. All right, let me plant these saplings. I kind of just realized that I definitely could have stopped. Okay, let me come see what you're doing, and I will go get you sand. Shoom.
Alright. So, we got boom, 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 already done.
Okay, cool. All right, I will go get very nice. Good job.
This is gonna be vivarium.
Okay. So here's the question. With all this open space here. So with all this open space, this isn't all going to be village, right? We're gonna do a bunch of stuff over here.
No, I'm just putting the village in the back for now.
Cool. Okay.
I'm also gonna have like maybe. I'm probably gonna put one more right next to this last one over here, and then across from them I'll do 4 more.
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll leave it there for them.
Also,
and then,
yeah. Okay. Sounds cool. Also, eventually, this will happen way later down the road in the podcast. I want to build a giant castle up there on the ice mountain. I think that would be sick. I think that would be sick. All right. Oh, ooh, cool. Let me grab this. right, let me grab this coal and then I will go get you glass. Yeah, I just think like comparing abuse to drug charges is pretty wild.
Definitely.
Especially like when you're young, like I don't really care about drug charges to begin with, but like when you're that young and like, years ago, that's a huge difference. And yeah, I'd be my girlfriend 2 years ago.
Yep.
So apparently people got arrested at Comic-Con?
Yeah. So let me read this
All right.
because this is also pretty wild. At San Diego Comic-Cons, 14 people were arrested, and 10 victims were recovered in a human trafficking sting operation at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And one of the victims was a 16-year-old girl.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that happened.
So that's crazy. Wow. I don't have any jokes for that. Like, that's not funny at all. Wow. I was expecting something way funnier. Like there was a giant brawl at the anime section or something over like a Goku figure, but wow, no, that's just like, oh my god. So like, were they trying to sell people at Comic-Con? That like, obviously, like, is that like where they were doing it at?
They were kidnapping people.
Wow, that's...
And they got caught. And it's like, they got caught.
Yeah.
And then the victims were recovered. So, yeah, that happened.
That's wild.
I don't really feel like reading the whole article. I just feel like reading the headline right there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that really says it all. But it's like, dude, that's kind of crazy to me. Like, dude, it's funny because like some crazy people on Twitter are gonna turn this into a reason to be like, see, this is why you shouldn't go to Comic-Con.
This is why you shouldn't cast Robert Downey Jr.
See what happens when you cast Robert Downey Jr. People commit felonies.
Oh, let me just... I mean, I already said this before last week, but why? Why are people upset that he isn't Romanian? Like, Romanians are white!
Yeah, I don't really get it. It's also like, okay, let's be real. We know that this is a multiverse saga. It's probably not the same Iron Man.
So, yeah, I mean, it's probably a version of Tony Stark that became Doctor Doom.
Exactly. And, like, here's the thing. I'm fine with that. I just want to mention this. I'm so tired of multiverses, and we're just getting into it with the MCU. I'm so fucking tired of multiverses.
I think the MCU is going to do it better, though.
I mean, I hope.
But so far, it's been good.
Yeah,
I think Multiverse of Madness was good. I think Deadpool and Wolverine also did a really good job with it.
Spider-Man.
No Way Home, yeah. No Way Home was good. The little bit that we saw in the Marvels was pretty good too.
Yeah, I hope that they are able to do it better. I'm just like, but I won't complain too much about what they're doing. Because yes, it was good in Deadpool and Wolverine. That was pretty good, and it was cool to see Blade, and Electro.
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah. Ooh, I'm about to make a meme of myself here.
What? And then also seeing the Human Torch for like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that was sick, bro.
I was like, oh, it's like, okay, we talked about this last week, but it was pretty funny when he came on screen. Well, it was really funny because I saw the movie with Chandler.
He's gonna say it. He's gonna say it.
He's gonna say it.
Avengers of Flame.
It was really funny because I saw that with Chandler, and he like leaned over to me and he goes, "Who's that?"
Oh my God, no! I could not deal with it.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I would have thought they were gonna reference the Fantastic Four.
I thought so.
You thought so? That's fair.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna at least reference each Fox movie in some way, not bring back actors from all of them, because I know you probably couldn't. But
Yeah, you couldn't.
I honestly didn't expect them to reference Blade at all.
Yeah.
Because that's not a Fox property.
Yeah, that one was completely shocking to me that they brought up Blade.
Yeah, and it was also shocking to me because I know Wesley Snipes hates Ryan Reynolds.
Really? Does he?
Yeah, and I mean they referenced it in the movie.
Why does
Deadpool was like, I know you don't like me, and then Blade was like, I still don't.
So why does Wesley Snipes hate Ryan Reynolds?
He just thinks he's annoying.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's also because they worked together in Blade Trinity. Ryan Reynolds was in that movie.
Oh, was he?
One of the supporting characters, yeah.
Okay.
Animal King, I believe is his name in the
Okay.
movie. But he basically, that character acts just like Deadpool. So,
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Really, it's just Ryan Reynolds acting as Ryan Reynolds.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't know that bit of lore, which is funny because like, okay, they probably picked Blade, let's be real, because they couldn't get Daredevil or the Punisher. Like Ben Affleck wants nothing to do with superheroes at this point. I mean, let's be real, and I can't blame the dude. Every single
I remember reading a leak, and he said no.
I can't like, it's like as cool as it would be, I can't blame him, considering like if I was in the films that I was into and everybody told me how awful I was at them, I wouldn't really want to come back either. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
and it's also like it every single character that he has played as a superhero, well, all of two of them, he hasn't been like Robert Downey Jr., where he's like, oh dude, yeah, I love being Tony Stark.
Right. Or Channing Tatum being like, I love playing Gambit.
Exactly. Or Ryan Reynolds being,
I don't know if, do you know the story behind that?
No.
Do you know the story behind his casting?
No.
So he was actually cast as Gambit all the way back in like the early 2010s.
Uh-huh.
Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to get in a movie like maybe like 2014 or something.
Uh-huh.
But it just never caught on, and then when Disney bought Fox, they just outright canceled it.
Oh.
And Ryan Reynolds and Channing Tatum, they're good friends, right?
Right.
So he was like, you know, you could get another shot at Gambit in this movie. And he was like, really? Awesome. And so he actually came out with a new quote talking about, he's like, when I found out I wasn't going to play Gambit, I was really heartbroken. It's like I lost a friend because I was studying that character so much.
That's so
for
funny.
Actually playing it. And now he finally gets to play
Yeah.
it, so that's awesome. And I think you dropped your sword.
Oh, did I?
Yep. You dropped your sword right there.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, I didn't see that quote, but that is really funny, because I did like that little like joke in the movie where he's like, I don't remember you. Yeah, that
Remember you with what?
Huh?
Wait, what was what scene?
Where he's introduced and he goes, I don't really remember you.
Oh.
Well, that's not exactly what he says, but he says something along those lines. He's like, and you are something like that. I don't remember, but
You know I shot out of my daddy's dick, buddy.
oh man, there's only ever going to be one Blade.
It's like,
No. That was.
oh yeah, that movie is so good, bro. Can't stop thinking about it. I gotta watch it again, man.
Can't stop thinking about it. Such a good movie.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
So I got a bunch of glass cooking for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So. So you want to talk about? I'll talk about this real quick.
Okay.
It's not a huge topic. So they announced an anime for Sakamoto Days.
So what is this?
So Sakamoto Days is a manga, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I told you about it before, but I own like 6 or 7 volumes of it, and I love it so much. It's like one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about this ex-hitman named Sakamoto who it's kind of like the same kind of thing. Like, oh yeah, he met a woman and fell in love, and he started a family, and he left that life behind him, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a comedy because he got fat,
Okay.
and and now it's the life's catching up with him. But so now he's like trying to balance being the owner of a store with being a hitman.
Oh, okay.
Or an ex-hitman. So he's like kind of trying to fight off these people that are trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of recruiting people into his store that are like highly skilled, that are like trying to help him out. It's funny. It's a funny manga. I love it.
Yeah.
And also one of the funniest things about the manga is that whenever he gets into like fights
Yeah.
and stuff, he slims down back to what he originally looked like.
Oh. Okay.
So that happens, but then after the fight, he gets fat again after he eats something.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Okay.
So they actually announced an anime for Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited.
Very cool. Very cool. I'll have to check that one out when it drops then. Alright. So.
Next up, I guess we could talk about the Bungie layoffs.
Okay, yeah. So Bungie, Bungie, you know, the great studio that they are, laid off a bunch of people a couple months ago, and it was a big deal because they weren't laying off designers. I mean, they were, but that wasn't the major thing. They were laying off, like, historical, like, amazing people. Talented, amazing people. And just the other day, they just laid off a bunch of more people, unfortunately. And they're also changing the structure of Destiny a bit, which I'll let you talk about that stuff. But, like, so here's the thing. I have two responses to this. Number one, I think it's shitty of Sony to do. But also, number two, at some point, these companies are starting to realize they hired too many people during COVID. A lot of these tech companies hired a lot of people during those times, and tech companies in general have a lot of fat, right? They just do, and that's a good thing and a bad thing. A good thing that people have jobs. It's a good thing that, you know, that we're employing people, but it's a bad thing for the consumer because a lot of the times, more people doesn't equal better. And 343s realized this. Google realized this. Twitter realized this. You know, you have these large tech, and Microsoft. Microsoft realized this recently too.
Yes.
But like, so some people read these headlines right away and freak out and go, "Oh my God, Sony's awful," which is a fair response. But it's also, you got to look at all the facts of the history of the tech industry and how they hire and who they hire.
Yeah, you just gotta understand where they're coming from. Which I get it. And I mean, if you want to ask how I feel about it, I'll give you a quick snarky response and say most of these people have Twitter accounts. So, because a lot of these people, I saw, oh, I was affected by the layoffs. It's like, what?
Oh man, like, yeah, I just. I don't know. I like it sucks when people lose their jobs and it's awful, but also it's like at some point, like, these tech companies started to realize how much money they're wasting, right? Like, unfortunately, like, that's kind of the sad reality of it. But you know,
There's that, but then there's like, if they don't need these people, why are they shifting Destiny? Why is it going downhill? Why is this?
Yes. Yeah, so basically Bungie is changing the way that Destiny 2 works, in the sense that they are getting rid of expansions.
Yeah, I'll talk about this one. So, oh God, could you protect me while I look at this?
Sorry, yep, hold on.
I'm in the new house that I'm building.
Okay, hold on.
Crap. Get out of here. Oh. Alright. So, what we got here. So, instead of expansions, they're going to do content packs.
All right.
And these content packs are gonna have destinations, gear, everything minus the campaign side of things, really.
Which is weird.
Yeah, they're just kind of being like, oh, they're having like a little bit of story just to explain why we're going to this new planet and what these new guns are and, you know, all that stuff. It's just they're gonna dial back the narrative experience, which, to be honest, this is just how I feel. This is not how everybody else feels, because everybody else is pissed. I was kind of getting disinterested with the way they were doing story campaigns.
That's fair.
So this is kind of just like, okay, don't have to play through a big campaign to get to all this new stuff. That's great.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I just like reading the lore. I don't really care to play through it because, in my opinion, Destiny doesn't do that very well. They don't make like. I think campaigns are better when they're like Halo and Call of Duty's kind of Call of Duty's pretty replayable. I think they're better when they're done like Halo, where it's really replayable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is about Halo, but it's so replayable. Destiny just doesn't do that. It just doesn't. I don't know why, but it does not. Because Destiny is more about, oh, I need to get this new gear. And it's like, okay, if I play the campaign, I'm going to get nothing. That's how it is. It's like, okay, the reason why we like to replay strikes is because we can get stuff out of that.
Well, it's definitely that. It's also the fact that there's so much downtime in these missions, where, you know, because they're shoving the story down your throat to get it done with, you know, because you only have so much time. And then, like, a lot of it, too, kind of takes place in the open world as well, which kind of also makes it hard to, like, make it replayable, because some of it is kind of just go talk to this NPC and then go to talk to that NPC, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I'm not too mad about them getting rid of more story-based stuff, because I never really cared for the Destiny story, and I was always just getting through that dialogue as fast as I could so that I could go kill more Vex or, you know, whatever I was killing.
Yeah. Now, for Final Shape, I will say I'll have that exception, because that expansion was really good story-wise. But if it's nothing like that, I don't really care. Like Lightfall, that story sucked.
Right.
Not good. So that plus, I think they're just kind of trimming the fat with that. And there's gonna be like 2 of these content packs a year. So I think if they can give us 2 destinations in 1 year, that's pretty good.
I don't think they're going to do that.
unless they're not doing that. But anyway.
If you want me to be honest, Noah, I think that they're going to make one of the year be the expansion, or not the expansion, the destination, while the other one is going to be like more content for that destination.
Probably, yeah. Knowing them, yeah. So there's going to be that, and then there's only going to be 2 seasons a year.
Which is crazy.
Which is pretty crazy, yeah. That's not good. They're going to both be 6 months duration. And they're not going to have any narrative. They're just going to be like, only have one mission at the beginning explaining why we're doing what we're doing.
Which is...
But they're gonna have those same what we do usually for seasons, have those replayable activities. But to be honest with you, they've been getting less and less replayable, because they're just kind of like chores at this point.
Real. That's an issue that all of those games have. Like, I mean, so many games have that issue where it just turns into, let's see how many chores we can have our player base do for 3 months for the season. You know, it's like, which is the issue with seasons. You know, I mean, I've been pretty vocal with my opinion on seasons, you know, for as long as Fortnite introduced seasons. And it's like seasons are a really cool concept. The issue for seasons for me is it's like, first of all, it forces you to play a game, right? And not in a good way. It's not like, oh, here's fun new content to play through and enjoy for the next couple months. It's, here are cosmetics to earn, and if you don't earn them within 90 days, you can't ever earn them again.
Exactly.
It's
Oh my god, I forgot to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I told everybody, I told every one of you, if you're listening, I hate you, and this is why. Okay?
Okay.
Destiny 3 was never gonna happen. And it never did happen. And here's the proof.
It never happened.
Finally.
It's never gonna happen.
Remember the rumors that they were making Destiny 3 under the codename Payback?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, Payback was the literal name of the game, and it was a spin-off game that was a third-person game where you played as characters from the Destiny universe,
Mm-hmm.
and it was going to be like Genshin Impact.
Oh, glad they canceled that.
And they canceled it 2 months ago, so this is before the layoffs. So it's not like the layoffs affected this.
Yeah.
They just were like, you know what? No, never mind.
I'm glad
I'm glad that they canceled that, because that sounds like dog shit.
It sounds absolutely awful.
So, yeah.
Me
So
and-
that was never Destiny 3. There's still
Yeah.
people that think it was Destiny 3.
Yeah.
Which, why?
Mhm.
I don't know. We don't need a Destiny 3. It's never gonna happen. Why? See ya.
And we talked about this a little bit, but I think my theory is that they're really just focusing on Marathon. I really think that they're going to start slowly abandoning Destiny and really start pushing Marathon, because I mean that game is kind of the future.
I disagree.
You think
I disagree.
so? So you don't think that they're going to? I don't mean that they're going to stop supporting Destiny entirely, but you don't think that Marathon is going to be the focus pushed by Sony?
I think they're gonna both be the focus.
That's fair. I just have a feeling that Sony is quickly realizing that Destiny is not making them the money that they thought it would.
And that's the thing that a lot of people think Pete Parsons, the president and CEO of Bungie, did was he oversold.
Yeah.
So he had a meeting with Sony, and basically, was like, yeah, this is gonna make you a lot of money. It's gonna be really, really good for you, right? And basically, Sony just kind of took it and was like, yeah, okay, we'll partner with you.
Yeah.
And then that's where it all started.
Your glass is all done, by the way. But yeah, no, I personally think that they're going to start pushing Marathon really heavily, because the thing is that the industry is slowly going to more and more extraction shooters, and less to games like Destiny, unfortunately. So I mean, maybe I'll be wrong, but who knows? We'll see. Only the coming months will tell.
Yeah. Yeah, all we can really do is wait.
Yup. When does
That's
Marathon
really it.
even come out?
Sometime next year.
Okay. So, it seems like last week, we talked about Ava Tyson. Seems like every week we've had to talk about some awful person. And this week's no
Ugly.
different. So, no, do you know who Mr. T. Lexify was? Or is?
What is?
Mr. T. Lexify, do you know who this guy is?
Oh, you mentioned him before, but no.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So this guy is and was, because Zombies isn't in the place that it was years ago, one of the largest Zombies creators on the platform. Obviously there was no J456, Mr. Waffle Waffles, and then there was Mr. T. Lexify. And Mr. T. Lexify was exposed last week for having an inappropriate relationship with a minor. And immediately everybody was like, okay, let's see all the evidence. So here's the deal. This girl released a bunch of information regarding the situation. So at the time, she was 15 when her and Lex, I'm just going to call him Lex throughout. I'm not going to read everything. I have some of the information pulled up here because there's a lot to go through and a lot of messages and stuff. We're not going to worry about that. So basically, at the time, she posted for help for a zombies map Easter egg. So, Lex being him, decided to help out. At the time, she was 15. Lex was 18. Now, at this point, there's really nothing wrong here. It's a little weird. I don't know about you, Noah, but would you play video games with a 15-year-old girl that you knew was 15?
Nope.
Exactly. So then, they start talking.
Especially if I was famous.
Exactly.
But, in the community.
And I'll get to that. So at this point, Lex was 18 and was not like your average kid. He wasn't. So here's the deal. They started dating. And, whatever, okay? So then, Lex would bring this girl around his friends. And at the time, Lex was a part of the Z House. The Z House was essentially Team Crafted, but for zombies YouTubers. And he was lying. Well, so one of the members, the Smith place, was questioning Lex about her age. Because I don't know about you, Noah, but it's pretty easy to tell the difference between a 15-year-old and an 18-year-old, both in looks and maturity.
Yep.
He was lying in telling everybody that she was 18. She was, in fact, not 18. She was just turned 15. Now,
Oof.
he constantly would remind everybody that she was 18 and lie that she was 18. He went as far as to lie about her age when it came to things that they would do, like if they went to an escape room, he lied about her age. Going to events or whatever, he would lie about her age. He was also buying hotels that him and this girl would stay in. He was also buying her alcohol and marijuana. Now, Now, you want to know the worst part to me about this that I think is a little concerning? Her mom was okay with this relationship.
What?
Yes, her mom was aware of the relationship, knew about their ages, and had no problem with it.
That's crazy.
Noah, I don't know about you, but I would not willingly... First of all, if I had a 15-year-old daughter, there's no shot you're staying with your boyfriend, your 18-year-old boyfriend, in a hotel. No fucking shot.
Definitely not.
No shot.
She probably heard oh, he's rich, so
you know what?
It's fine.
You know what?
That's probably what the mom was thinking, and that's an L mom right there. That's not a good mom.
It is an L mom. It is an L mom. Well, we also got... Well, okay. Now, so basically, all this stuff happened, Okay, so you think this is as bad as it gets, right? So lying about her age, knowing that she was underage, doing pretty weird stuff with a 15-year-old. Well, doesn't end there. Because when I first read this, I read the abuse allegations as the headline. I was like, well, yeah, it is abuse, right? It's abuse to be an 18-year-old sleeping with a 15-year-old. That is literal abuse, right? It goes beyond that. He admits in text messages to both sexually assaulting her, abusing her physically, and emotionally. She has scars to prove it, that Lex was physically abusive. Once again, Lex at the time was 18, she was 15. Now, this all is really weird. And Lex tried to defend it, being like, look, she was manipulative and awful person. You want to know this man's defense? He was like, yeah, sure, I did that stuff, but she also cheated on me. She was also manipulative towards me. I don't know about you, but it's pretty easy to get out of a relationship with a 15... First of all, you shouldn't be in a relationship with a 15-year-old.
Exactly.
I have no sympathy to be like, oh wow, dude, you're being manipulated by a 15-year-old. That's actually kind of funny, ain't it? What is wrong with you? Why would you make that your defense? And he also released some pretty embarrassing text messages where at one point she did cheat on him. And in the messages, essentially, they were talking about this guy or whatever, and she was like, yeah, he messaged me the other day, and he told me that he, pleasures himself to my Instagram.
Around her age?
Yeah, I believe so. So keep in mind, they're talking about a 16-year-old, and Lex is talking about beating up the 16-year-old.
Okay, well that's
It's pretty
not good.
dude.
That's you're not allowed to beat up minors.
No,
so
no,
that's
no. So strike 7. You know,
yep.
dude, you got to stop swinging at the ball. You're already out. Anyway, so basically, they're talking about this guy, and she basically mentions that he pleasures himself to her Instagram photos, and
Yep.
this is I want to read part of this exactly. Now, I can't read some of these on the podcast, but I can read this one. This one
I
is
think
fine.
it's funny how you can obviously tell which topics are my topics and which topics are Hunter's topics.
Oh, dude, I love this shit. Dude, if I could, I would read all these messages, but you absolutely cannot read some of these on the podcast. Anyways, I'll be honest. I don't think it's that gross. I've never admitted this to you, but I do it too. Why would you admit that about a 16-year-old girl? I think at this point she was 16. But, you know, now, I before we move on, and, you know, like, because our opinions are going to be pretty basic of that this is wrong, you shouldn't do it. Wow, I know, crazy opinion that nobody else is going to have. But, like, here's the thing. This isn't a case of he said, she said. She has evidence. She has evidence of both dates that they met, her birth certificate, you know, her ID, also photos of them in the hotel, like selfies and stuff. She also has evidence of the, you know, like the stuff that he lied about to get her into events and stuff. So it's safe to say that he's guilty. Like, there's no, you know, optimism to be like, well, you know, it's false allegations. No. There is...
Stop swinging at the ball, bro. You're already out.
Yeah, dude, stop. Like, dude, the umpire's gonna kick... Dude, like, the umpire's like, dude, what are you... Dude, what are you doing? You're, like,
Let
I mean...
the next guy in. Let the next guy in.
Next guy in... No, dude, I'm gonna hit it this time. No, you're not. So, yeah, it's pretty safe to say that he's pretty much done. Because it's like, it goes beyond, you know, allegations of grooming a minor. It's just straight up abuse. You know, it's a lot darker than that, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude, why is it so hard for these content creators to not? Like, what about getting a bunch of YouTube subscribers just is like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a Twitter account. I'm going to start texting minors.
So, that sounds really enticing, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like something I want to do right now, because I'm a YouTuber.
Yep.
I'm a YouTuber, and that means... You know
It's
what
time.
that means? I'm also a Minecraft YouTuber, and you know what that means.
Dude, I've already been thinking the jokes in my head. I'm like, dude, we post so much Minecraft at this point.
Yes,
Well, I
we
seen
have
it-
the podcast and we have Skyblock, so we're already we are like 50% of the way
already-
pedophiles.
It's
Bro.
already 2 days of the week.
We're 50% of the way to being a pedophile.
See, if we get to the point where we're like, yeah, dude, we're only streaming Bed Wars, call the FBI. Like,
You already know. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
like-
we ever do that, call the police. Do
yeah.
it.
If it gets to the point where we start making Bed War content, we drop the Halo Marathon,
Drop the Halo Marathon, do Better Word Marathon.
and start making life advice for young girls.
Oh god, no.
With parkour gameplay in the background.
So, first what you're gonna want to do is make your way over to my DMs.
Yeah, you really want to make sure that you're following me on Twitter so that you can send me a personal message with your, because I really want to hear about your issues. I really gonna want to make sure that you don't tell your parents. And yeah, only girls though, only young girls, preferably 12 to 14. All right, I can't go with this joke anymore. But yeah, no, this, like, I don't, like, the past month and a half has been pretty awful for YouTubers, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, you could argue that it's been great because we've been weeding out all the bad people.
That is true. I would prefer that we, we didn't even talk about it, but there's also that Cody Coast situation that's been going on.
Okay, so you want to know? You want not know, but you want to talk about the Moist Critical situation?
Yeah, I will. So, if people don't know what happened, basically, Moist Critical for a long time has been a very open hater on Sneeko, because Sneeko is an awful content creator. And,
Awful guy, too.
Awful guy, exactly. Yeah, when I say awful content creator, I don't just mean awful content, I genuinely mean an awful person like that. Because, like, if you don't know what he does, first of all, I don't care what your religion is, I really don't, but he is, like, he's one of these people that doesn't really understand what it means to be a Muslim. That's a whole separate conversation. I'm not going to get into that here. But the thing is that he has some wild takes. He's also a big Andrew Tate fan. One of his takes is that he really loves the movie Cuties.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyways.
Okay. I don't know why this guy hasn't been removed off of every platform he's on. Because
Kick.
So we have this. I just got news that he loves cuties.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the first red flag. Second red flag is what we're about to talk about, which he says that it's okay for him to marry a minor.
Yes. Yep. So
That's crazy.
So-
That is insane. Why would you?
yes.
Oh my
So-
God! Why? The fact that he didn't get canceled and people tried to cancel Moist Critical is crazy.
Well, so here's the thing. They did a debate, and the debate spiraled into age of consent and marriage because obviously Critical likes to make fun of the fact that he likes cuties, because Critical is a sane human being and doesn't like cuties. And he's like, look, you're wrong for this, and it turned into the conversation of age of consent and marriage. And Moist Critical believes, obviously, you should not be able to marry a minor when you're an adult, and minors shouldn't be allowed to get married.
Yep.
Which is, a common sense answer. And then Sneeko proceeds to ask Critical about gender affirming care, which, first of all, not the same thing whatsoever. There is a huge difference between marriage and gender affirming care, in my opinion at least. There's a pretty big leap of difference there. Like, they're not the same thing at all. They're not even in the same category. That's like saying, oh yeah, should you be allowed to own a gun at 14, or should you be allowed to buy bananas at 14? Like it's kind of the same thing. Like anyway, so Critical gave his opinion, which was, yeah, I don't care if you change your gender at 14. I don't care. Like, you can make that decision. And Sneeko being Sneeko, and his fan base was like, oh, dude, that's an L take. Trans people are bad. Blah, 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 blah. One of these people. So that's why.
Well, I do agree that I think that's too young to make that decision for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't fully know yourself yet.
Mm-hmm. Which is
I think
okay. Fair.
I think you should be at least 18 before you start making decisions like that.
So
it kind of gives off the same vibe as trying to have a serious relationship at that age.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So I completely agree, but my major issue isn't that about Critical's answer. My major issue is trying to compare marriage to.
Yeah, that's not.
They're not the same.
No.
But no. There is definitely a conversation to be had about what age is appropriate to make those surgery decisions and stuff, because obviously the thing is Critical in this case, they're obviously talking about surgery, and Sneeko's against even going by different pronouns at any age. This is a complete scumbag, right? But I can absolutely understand having a conversation about what age is appropriate to decide your gender based off of surgery. But that's besides the point. So Sneeko fans being Sneeko fans was like, all right, we got to cancel this dude. And it's like, dude, Sneeko fans are just brain dead. They are just straight up the most brain dead. Some of their opinions are just crazy.
Yeah, well, they're all minors themselves.
That's
so.
true. They're all 16 and think they're cool. but you know.
Oh my god, have you seen the video of those guys those kids running up to Sneeko and being like, and saying some like really crazy stuff, and he's like, wait, no.
No, I haven't seen that.
Actually, they said, fuck the women.
Oh, you know what? I have seen that.
And he's like, no, wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Yep. Yeah, because
It's like, okay, dude, you're playing with fire here. This is...
Yep, it's what all these like alt-right like kind of weirdos get into is like they're like, oh, well, because like some of them don't believe that kind of stuff, but they come across that way. So it's like, yeah, no wonder you have fans like this, you dip fuck, you absolute degenerate. I hate God, I can't stand Sneeko. I can't. Him and Keemstar are just some of the worst people out there. But you know, there was one more aspect to that. Oh, which is really funny. Did you also see the clip of Kai Cenat telling kids to stop watching Twitch?
No.
Okay, so obviously you know who Kai Cenat is, right?
Yes, I do
Okay.
know now, because he's all over my feed. Oh my god, get him off my feed.
So basically,
Oh, I hate
so
him.
he
I
was
don't
like
like him.
he was like in a mall or something, and like some kids came up to him and were like making jokes, and like they were like pretty young to be watching him, and he's like, look, go home, uninstall Twitch, and turn on, I don't remember what he said, but he's like, turn on something else. Okay, you don't need to be watching me yet, which is valid. Thank God one of these.
That's good that he said that.
I bet that wasn't.
Well, he
Sneeko's.
has enough money to where he can afford to not have some viewers. This dude like literally builds a new room every time he plays a different game. It's like, what the... Have you seen... I literally saw this today. It's like he built an entire new room for his Bloodborne stream.
Which I thought that's pretty sick.
It is pretty cool. Like, I would do the same thing if I had that much money. It's just, I wish it wasn't always these crazy streamers that have this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair. He's just redecorating though, right?
I don't know.
I think he's just redecorating. Because I think
Hey, Hunter,
yes.
look at me.
Where are you?
I'm right behind you.
Oh Jesus! Hi. Okay. Oh no! Give me that mic. I hate that, dude. I hate that they added this shit into the game.
I feel crazy.
I feel crazy.
I feel crazy.
I feel silly. Don't you feel silly? Silly putty to a man like me isn't so silly.
I feel silly. I feel silly.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so silly. Mr. Stark, I'm starting to feel silly.
Oh my god, you know the cringiest thing I've been seeing on Twitter recently is
What's
is
that?
people being like, oh my god, how's Tom Holland gonna react when he sees Tony Stark as Doctor Doom? Oh my god, this is gonna be like the craziest interaction in cinema history.
I can already see it happening. Is people are gonna go, dude, I cried when I saw Tom Holland's reaction to the evil Tony Stark.
And the funniest thing is, we're probably not even gonna see his face because it's Doctor Doom.
Yeah, probably not.
I
can't.
But another thing is, you know how in Winter Soldier he's like, Bucky, and Bucky's like, who the hell's Bucky? They already made edits where it's like, Tony? Who the hell's Tony?
Oh my god. Dude.
The funniest thing is, Tony, you're back? Want to get cheeseburgers? I only eat chicken burgers.
See,
no!
See, now that's funny. That I like.
No!
That is a funny bit for multiverse jokes. That's funny. Was it on the podcast or was that just in private where I made fun of people that make edits?
That was in the podcast.
Okay, I won't redash, but Jesus, man, it's
Evil happy be like, Saddy.
See, that's funny.
No, evil happy be like, Tony used to eat chicken burger.
Now he's in Universe 115 where he's forced to eat cheeseburgers.
It's like Imagine Happy going up to Dr. Doom and being like, "Hey, Tony, want a cheeseburger?" And then Dr. Doom just vaporizes.
That'd be pretty funny. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're already a little over an hour.
Oh,
So,
oh my god.
we're gonna stare at this. Hold on, I gotta stare at the pixel art. Noah's wonderful pixel art. But what?
Oh my god. Oh wait, are we ending here?
Do we have more topics?
Not really.
Okay, because we're already over an hour.
Okay.
Hold
If anybody really cares,
on, I'll teleport to you. What's up?
you guys can go look at J-Bro's gaming stuff.
Yes.
And if nobody comments in the next, like, I guess 2 days or so, I'll ask Hunter to do it. And go through the comic book characters that he's done, and let me know which one you want next to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Very cool.
And I will be sure to add that.
Yeah. Very sick. Like always, I like that idea. That is very cool. So, yeah. So please comment what you want. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. You can also go down in the description and use our discount code Sigma934 for 10% off of your Noah's feeling silly talking about W Energy. You get 10% off of your order on W Energy's website. They just brought back their signature flavor Dub Sludge, which is like a sour green apple. You can also get hydration formulas if caffeine isn't your thing. You can also get their new cans, which are out of the banana mango right now. But, you know, go check it out. Really would be appreciated if you guys would buy something. It helps support the channel. Also... Oh my god. Also, in the description, there's a link to join our Discord server. We'd like to hang out and chat with you guys, so come join us. Also, there's a link down to me and Noah's social medias if you'd like to follow us there. Now, do you have anything to add, Noah?
Remember to stay silly.
Stay silly.
Actually, no.
Crazy
so
Putty isn't as crazy
I'm
for a guy like
announce
me.
this. I'm gonna announce this here. Nobody, probably. Well, I don't like to be like that, but hopefully, if you're listening, I'm gonna be starting a new series called Magic After Hours or After Dark or whatever it's gonna be. I don't even know what it's gonna be called yet. But basically, at night time, I'm gonna record myself talking about scary stories that happened around the world. So we're gonna find them on Reddit or anywhere else. I don't really know. Just send things to me. You know, you can send me scary stories to read. It could be so ironic. I don't care. I can make it sound so scary. And it could be like about a chicken walking down the street.
Yeah.
Just if you want to do that, that's cool. I'll make it sound creepy. So, whatever you want, send it to me, and I will put it. I'll try to do something since I have this really nice microphone now.
Yes. You got to talk about,
I'm going to talk about it like this. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about it like this.
Do you know?
The chicken walked down the street, and the car hit it, and then feathers went everywhere.
Have you ever heard that story about those wilderness people that died in Russia on the mountain during the Cold War?
Yes.
That's one of the scariest stories to me. How they all just fucking...
They all died in a mysterious way.
Yep. There's actually kind of an
and they
answer
were all
now.
dismembered. Not all of them, but they were mostly dismembered.
There's actually kind of an answer for this now. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah, so people put together the fact that they were testing weapons there, and it's the same gas that they were testing that they used during the Vietnam War, because Russia was providing that to Vietnam. So it's the same, like, whatever that gas is called. So basically, because it rained that day, so it was like in the air, and yeah.
Okay, so but why does that doesn't really
because it destroys your
Um,
because it destroys your body inside out.
Yeah, but that doesn't really explain why they all like ripped apart their tent to get out.
They weren't in a tent though. They were hiking. They were in the middle of
Are we
walking.
talking about the same thing?
I don't think we're talking about the same one.
You think so?
I don't think we are, because these people, they died in the middle of the field. Like, they were, like...
Oh, a field. I'm
Yes.
talking about in like a mountain, in the mountains, and it's like snowy, and
Oh, yeah,
people
no.
think that I think this happened like no, it didn't happen in the 80s. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
This
I don't...
happened like way back. Never mind. I'm talking about something
yeah, we're
else.
talking about something different. All right, well, anyway, there's also... Yeah, dude, there's plenty of scary stories and creepy stories for Noah to talk about. We got Wendigoon
Yeah.
here on Point C, baby.
We got what?
Wendigoon?
What is that?
Wendigoon is a channel that basically does this kind of shit. He just, like...
Oh, I'm talking about Let's Read. That's kind of what I'm
okay.
doing. I'm not gonna heard of that one.
Okay. If you really want to, this one isn't scary, but it's disturbing. If you really want to make yourself sad, read about the story of the Japanese guy that suffered with radiation poisoning for a year. Or yep.
Or you could not.
Or you could not do that. Yeah, if you want to go to sleep happy tonight, don't read about this awful Japanese doctor that kept him alive for a year. Don't read about
You
that.
know what's really creepy to me?
What's that?
I think I know why. I mean, it seems to be not that creepy to people, but iron lungs.
Ooh, yeah, dude. You ever see the interviews with people in an iron lung?
The what?
There's people. He might not be alive anymore, but there was somebody that was in an iron lung, from polio, and they did an interview with him. Ugh.
Yeah.
You know, I might just
Nope.
want to die at that point.
Yeah, iron lungs. The thing is, he was in there ever since he was a kid. So there's a picture of him in there when he was a kid, and then there's a picture right before he died of him. And it's really sad and it's really creepy, bro.
It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. I don't know.
Imagine being stuck in there for that long.
Oh, I know. It would be awful. Like, oh man, your quality of life would just be like, ugh.
So, that's the kind of stuff I'll be talking about.
Yep.
Also, we can talk about like crazy, like Mexico, gnome stories. That's like the thing I'm gonna be starting with. Is gnome stories, crazy interactions with the devil that many Mexican people have had. You know, there's crazy stuff in Mexico,
Yep.
basically. So that's gonna be my first thing I'll talk about
Okay.
on there.
Very cool. You could.
What's the point?
Have you heard of the flesh pit story on Reddit?
No.
So obviously it's meant to be a creepy story, but it was made by like 12-year-olds. So it's like really bad, but like everybody loves to make fun of it on Reddit. It's really funny.
Hey, Hunter.
Yes.
Real quick. Help me lure this zombie into the house.
Okay.
Real quick.
Hold on,
'Cause
I
I think
accidentally
we have a
unplugged my headset. I will be out in just a second. Oh my fucking god, I dropped my controller, dude. Everything is going bad. Everything is going bad. Okay. Hold on.
Okay, get the golden apple. Get the golden apple.
Where's the
Get
golden apple? Oh, yes, it's in the... Okay, I will go grab it.
Alright. Mr. Zombie, come here. Come here. Sorry, guys, I know we were gonna end the episode, but, you know. Happened. It's all just kind of happened.
Okay, I'm here. Come here, zombie.
Okay. I got the potion of weakness, so we're all good there.
Alright, cool.
There's more.
Come on. That's they're so far. Watch out. Hey, come here, buddy. It's like training a zombie in Cold War.
Ugh.
I don't know. Oh. Now we have 2 of them.
Oh, how many golden apples you got?
I have 1. Oh, sorry, no, 3.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Come here.
Okay, get that. Oops, get one in there.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm gonna throw this real quick.
Okay.
All right. Get one of them with it. Get one of them with it. Oh,
Come on. Did you get it?
no, you have to do that.
Oh,
So
okay.
now one of them is being cured. Let's try to get the other one out of here.
Okay.
Crap. Here, I'll get that one. Oh, no. Oh, I'm gonna die. We're
Guys.
just trying to separate them.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, come here. Guys, why are you... I'm trying to get...
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Guys.
Woo!
Why are they just focusing on you?
Here, I'll try to close the door on.
I'm...
Okay. Good.
Alright, cool.
We're good. Use the other one on him. Use the other one on him.
There you
Alright. Now get him in the other house.
go. Okay. Where's he going? Hey.
Here, how about this? I'll just get out of this house.
Okay.
And then.
Oh, there's another
he's
one. Oh my
following
god.
me. Oh no!
Okay, now he's actually following me. There's oh my god, there's another one.
Alright, you can just kill that one. Let's not worry about it.
Do you want to grab a weakness potion on your way over?
Beds. No, we'll worry about that another time.
Okay.
I'm gonna just get some beds. While you lead that other guy in the other house. Because
Oh
they're
my
gonna need a spawn point.
God.
Not a spawn point, a bed.
Yeah. Alright, well. Guys, I'm in netherite armor. It doesn't matter.
Do we have any extra beds lying around?
Probably not. We have plenty of wool, though.
Yeah, okay. Let me just quickly.
Alright, cool. They're both locked in the house. In houses, you know. Wait. Oh, he's in there. Okay, cool.
Okay, we're gonna wait for them to get cured,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna put these beds down
Okay.
because I don't want to risk opening the door and letting them out.
Uh-huh.
Whoops, sorry. How long are we going now?
Hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah, that's
I
not bad.
accidentally unplugged my headset. So... What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said that's not bad.
No.
We'll be done by the time it gets 1:30.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god! I look away for 2 seconds.
This is why it was good that we filled in all the dirt.
Yup. Yeah, because there I would have hurt my leg so bad.
They all better? Oh, that one's better. What about this one?
No.
That's weird. Sorry, curing that guy first.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's good, so let's just put the bed in here. There you go. Yeah, the reason why I put them so far away from our house is because I didn't want them getting attached to the job blocks we have in there.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Because it's like we have those barrels. Fishermen like the barrel.
Right.
Okay, so he's good. You're all good, bro. What's your trades? Ooh,
You got good stuff?
he's got a stick trade. Look at the stick trade.
Oh my god. I'll do that right now, buddy.
Alright. Why are you a stonemason? Oh, because of the stone cutter I have here.
Oh.
I guess you can be a stone cutter. Wait, that other guy just turned into a stone cutter?
You
No,
should
he
have.
didn't. Okay, good. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good trades. So,
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, because when you cure them, they give you discounts.
Right.
Yeah, that stick trade, very good. He's a Fletcher, right? Okay, let's make a fletching table. How about I just give myself one?
Aren't you so excited to fucking roll one of these guys forever to get a mending book?
I'm so excited.
Actually, no, we can't even do that anymore.
Good.
Because of biome specific fucking...
There, now we can keep your trades.
You didn't even...
What?
You just spawned one in that you're gonna build one.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man,
Exactly.
that's funny. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode. I already gave the W shout out. Join our Discord. Follow us on social media. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one here for the rest of your day. And peace.
Tune in to Magic After Dark.
Yeah. Tune into Magic After Dark. It's going to be a
Whenever
great
it comes
time.
out.
Yeah, whenever it comes out. Make sure you watch it.